Now, before I get into the actual video itself, here's a disclaimer for you guys. Now, I know I said in my quickie on Goku Ketchum that my next video was going to be on Dan Stein, and I don't know when this video is going to be uploaded, either after the Dan Stein video or before it. But in case this is before my Dan Stein video, currently, I'm having a lot of issues with uploading the video. Since my mom factory resetted my phone over Memorial Day weekend, a huge storm knocked out my internet for 13 days starting on June 2nd, and when I finally got around to uploading the video, I tried to upload it on Saturday, but when it reached 50% on Sunday, it froze in place, indicating that the upload was ruined, which means that I can't even upload my video using my internet, which means that I'll have to wait until I go to my grandma's, because she has great internet. But I don't know when the next time we're going, but until then, I'm going to release this side project. But on the other hand, if this does come out after my Dan Stein video, if you do see a text at the end of my Dan Stein video that says the word after a short quickie that I have planned on Leafy Green Productions, then that's because I was going to have my second quickie be on him, aka his new account. Conveniently, these two episodes' numbers switching around in case, just like with my Sean's Response series. So, with that out of the way, let's go. Well, this is one of my side projects that I'm doing, and one that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. I originally wanted to get my Dan Stein video out for a while. And why didn't I get my Dan Stein video uploaded as soon as I can? Well, see my disclaimer to know what happened. So I thought, why don't I just release some side projects until the next time I go to my grandma's, since she has great internet. That's why I was able to get my anniversary Q&A uploaded fast when that was a 50-minute video. So here's a side project for you all. To give you guys some context, in 2007, a YouTuber by the name of Magical Paku Usagi did a video where she said that she was Japanese, which is a video that has been beaten to the ground to the point where there is nothing new to bring to the table, which is where Astro-chan's video comes into the spotlight. Then I come in with a commentary that I regret making, which brings us to Halo fan HP00 doing a commentary on it, on the exact same day as I released my video. Honestly, I'm mostly in the same boat as almost everybody in saying that the video was okay. Wait, you might ask. If I think that the video was okay, and I regret making my own video, why am I doing this video? Well, here's the thing. Notice how I said that the video was okay. And the reason why I said this is because the problems that I had with the video were constant to the point where it kind of brought my opinion on the video down a bit. Some might get on to me saying that the video that I'm commentating on is 2 years old, soon 3 years old, and yes, I'm also aware that Halo fan deleted his video. I know, but here's my explanation for this. The video, when it came out, which was released on the same day as my video, got positive reception, with pretty much nobody addressing the big elephants in the room at the time, so there's pretty much no parts of the video that have been covered so much that there's nothing new to bring to the table. And more importantly, I asked Halo fan himself if he still stands by the video. He said that he didn't for an unknown reason, and I decided to ask Halo fan if I could do a quickie on the video, and he said that he can. But before I get into this thing, I want to make this very, very clear. Unlike in the previous solo video that I did on Halo Fan, there's no point that I'm going to change my thoughts on Halo Fan's video. I'm not going to play it safe like I did with my overall tone, since my door is shut and my mom is usually at work during the morning, and I basically waited for the moment to hit certain parts of this video and not rush it out. This was originally planned as a full-length commentary back in late July 2016, but it got cancelled due to me not doing commentaries anymore, and I was afraid to come back until I got the motivation to come back, both from Supersonic Ward 15 and the video that I did a one-shot on when I came back. And to say the very least, I'm kinda glad that I cancelled that video, because it probably would have been almost as bad as the other video that I did on Halo Fan on July 11th. I watched the video that Halo Fan made multiple times to where I'm able to generate my full opinion on it, and I only have one major problem with it. What is it, you might ask? Well, let's find out. So, I want you guys to keep these particular clips in mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward you, because you talk way too slow. Seriously. I'm actually gonna be skipping the intro. You know, what Sean could have done was skip the intro and skip the intro. So, none of us, I'm just gonna skip. Yeah, but you can also show a clip that if even the guy Footful actually said that, you know, you can also show proof about that too, instead of just explaining it to us.
My problems with these clips are not really the points alone. Like, the problems I had was that at the time that I made my video, my door was open since we didn't get central air in my house until August, and my mom was in the house, so if she heard me talking, she would have asked me who I'm talking to, so I had no other choice but to be slow and monotone. I was not being consistent when knowing when to speed something up, and didn't think about speeding up anything at the time, until I decided to put in my script speeding up this portion of the video in some of my later videos. However, these three clips are a gateway to my problems with the video. So, with that out of the way, let's get started, shall we?
It's morphine time.
Hello guys, my name is Astro Chan, and today I will tell you a bit more about—
Why are you fast forwarding? You could at least, I don't know, skip it? Not speed it up?
I sped it up because I wanted to make a point against Astro-chan. A flimsy point that pretty much says that he can't bring anything new to the table, even if he really didn't, sure, but still a point nonetheless. Honestly, I don't know how you missed this, but I was actually being inconsistent, because in the beginning, I left that entire minute of Astro-chan's intro card dragging on, yet I decided to speed up Astro-chan's introduction here, and not his dragged out intro card. Also, wouldn't this advice also apply to you as well? Because in the exact same video, just a little bit ago, you decided to speed up my footage when, going by the logic that you just said and made, you also should have skipped that whole thing instead of speeding it up. By the way, now that I have the chance to say this right now, can we please stop using the words, just skip it instead of speeding it up, when the person has a good reason to speed it up? Because it really is starting to get old really fast. After me and Halo Fan's regrettable commentary on Isaac Johnson, I thought that people would have learned from that and listened to the people that explained why we speed up clips and not skip it. As in, people speeding up footage to give out context since it might be too long to play out normally. So people usually speed up the footage to give out context quicker. But no, we haven't learned from this at all. And this isn't even just a 2016 thing. Halo fans said this with Supersonic Ward in 2017, and the Cian Banham of the commentary community said this many times back in 2018. Many people have already explained this to you guys, and it's getting really tiring for us to keep on having to explain it to you guys. Especially when certain people try to justify it by saying, quote-unquote, just write it in the skip screen and explain what you're skipping, and that you're also skipping the context. Granted, there are points when it can be valid. If someone was saying that they're skipping while speeding up the footage, then that's when it's valid. But if someone was speeding up for a reason, as in giving context, I'll say this right now. It's called context and showing what's happening to the audience, guys. Learn it.
It's morphine time.
Dude, did you even pay attention to her video? She literally put subtitles when she said the Japanese word.
That means good evening. That means hi, I'm Akemi. Nice to meet you for the first time.
You know, Sean Sampson, you don't have to use, well, media clips. Those clips are in it, but you don't really have to. If you want to, you could, but you don't have to use them.
Even though I was just using that as an example to show that she said the English words after the Japanese words. Granted, this point would be debunked later by Doodletones, saying that she didn't explain other certain Japanese words after saying them, but still. Also, didn't you say this not too long ago?
Yeah, but you can also show a clip that if even the guy before actually said that, you know, you can also show proof about that too, instead of just explaining it to us.
Yet you're all of a sudden saying that I don't have to show clips, even though they're just examples? Wow. And besides that, what do you want me to do exactly, Halo fan? Do what I did with that supposed Illinois Guy 34 example when I said a quote from him? You would want me to show clips from Magical Pocky Usagi and Secboy as well if I did that to them too. So yeah, what's your point? Oh, and before I end this point, this is the last point that I'll make in this one interjection, don't worry. This is something that I caught while watching Halo Fan's video again as a reference for the editing process. Notice how Halo Fan went back to my argument after he skipped. To say in short, Halo Fan cut out some very important context that was important to show to the audience. The important context that Halo Fan skipped over was the part where Astro-chan told Magical Pocky Usagi to put English subtitles so people can understand what she's saying. Here, I'll even put it in the video.
You know, there are some people who don't understand it. Put English subtitles so people could read it.
Dude, did you even pay attention to her video? She literally put subtitles when she said the Japanese word.
That means good evening. That means hi, I'm Akemi. Nice to meet you for the first time.
And as I'll see in my final thoughts, the overall structure of the video leading up to this point is just sloppy, because there are certain points that he doesn't skip over, and before he decided to skip straight to my point, and over the context. He played a little bit of Astro-chan, and out of nowhere was all like, alright, I'm skipping this point right now.
It's morphine time.
I see what you did there. You made I love you to a die.
Once again, dude, so mature.
Was that so mature of him? Are you going to explain? Nope, he's not gonna explain. Wow. Just wow.
Okay, I will definitely admit this right now. I was being slow and monotone in that video, so I can understand if you didn't understand if what I said was a joke. But even someone like me is going to say this right now. I wasn't literally saying that he was being mature in a serious way. I was saying that to be sarcastic. Because in the video, Astro-chan, during a point, out of nowhere, said, "I don't like you," and I don't know what he said during this point right here due to his mumbling, but I'm pretty sure that he said, "I see what you did there. I want you to die." And I was saying that as in him not being mature. Why, you might ask? Well, saying that you don't like someone, saying that you're wishing someone would die, and laughing while saying that they quote-unquote suck is not something that I would call being mature.
Why don't you get that in your head that you're not Japanese?
Okay, I got one question for these commentators that have commentated on Magical Poppy with Swagge.
Hold it. I'm just gonna stop you right there, Halo fan. Didn't you get on to me for speeding up Astro-chan's video in the exact same video after, I kid you not, speeding up my video?
Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward you because you talk way too slow. Seriously, why are you fast forwarding? You could at least, I don't know, skip it? Not speed it up?
Wow. Talk about a double No. I promised myself that I wouldn't spoil the big surprise of what my biggest problem with the video is. Just need to get past one more point to explain what my biggest problem is. And if you're wondering if Halo fan makes a point against this argument after speeding it up, then your answer is no. In fact, after the previous point, Halo fan doesn't say anything else for the rest of the commentary. So this whole portion of the video should have honestly been cut out entirely. I mean, if he had something to say while speeding up the footage, then I can see him doing this, but if he wasn't going to say anything for the rest of the video, then yeah, what's the point? That, and he should have gone into the final thoughts after he said the "how is that so mature of him" point.
It's morphine time.
And also, Pigmatrick did say this in the comments though, but why did they leave Arthur Chain's, whatever his username is, intro in the video? I mean, well, you do complain about it, I see. I mean, I don't mind leaving the intro in, but you could have fast-forwarded the intro. You could have fast-forwarded the intro. You could have, I don't know, fast-forward the intro or do something about it. If you're not going to complain about it, you could have just skipped on that intro entirely. But if you are going to complain about it, you might just fast-forward it.
Wait, so you acknowledge that I had something to talk about with Astro-chan's intro. If that's the case, then why at the beginning of the video did you say that I needed to skip, and why in that part where I did actually speed up the video, did you say to quote, skip it instead of speeding it up? Because it overall makes what you're trying to say extremely confusing, and I don't know exactly what overall message that you're trying to go for in the video. Which brings me into the biggest problem that I have with your video, Halo fan. Throughout the entire video, you constantly contradict yourself. And I mean that in a way that I have no idea what main message that you're trying to go for throughout. Which is what confused me for these almost 3 years that this video has been up. At the beginning of the video, you speed me up, followed by you saying to skip it, not speed it up, followed by you speeding my video up. There's one part where you told me to skip Astro-chan's intro, followed by you telling me to speed it up, then going back to saying to skip it. And lastly, of course, that whole Illinois Guy 34, Magical Pocky Usagi, and Sackboy example thing, where at the beginning of the video, when I said a quote from Illinois Guy 34, you said that I could show a clip from Illinois Guy 34, followed by the next two examples, you saying that I don't need to show clips from them. All of these points have bugged me for such a long time that I had to tell Supersonic Ward 15 these things to get it all off my chest, and even think of this side project just to let it all out. Overall, guys, this video was just okay. While I will say that there are points that I legitimately agree with, and are things that I look back now and to say that I came far from this video, into getting my scripts checked now, bringing up points that have substance, I became much faster with an explanation on everything, and kept everything consistent for nearly 2 years now. And I can apply this to Halofan's video as well. Even though he does still have the habit of saying, why don't you just skip it instead of speeding it up, the problems become less apparent in his future videos than in this video, with a few certain exceptions. Although, the problems with the video being the contradictions, since they're everywhere in this video, even in one part that I skipped, and the overall structure of the video was a mess. With some parts not being skipped over so they wouldn't drag on, and near the ending, he literally didn't say anything at all after the point against me saying, once again dude, so mature, until the final thoughts come around. But there are still points that are overall valid to put the video in the category of okay, leading up to an overall mixed bag. So anyways, guys, this is Sean S. signing out.
Hey guys, Sean Sampson here, and I really want to tackle this video immediately now. And let's get started right now because I don't feel like giving in an introduction. No.
Oh my god, the first problem I see is the audio quality. Let me just say, the audio is terrible. Okay? It's terrible.
We get it. Okay? We get it. We get it. Okay? You didn't have to repeat yourself.
At least get a new mic or something. I know he uses his old mic, but come on. Buy a new mic. Are you really that lazy?
And when I was a kid, the phrase, I'd rather watch paint dry, was never needed. Hey guys, it's January 3rd, 2011. You know what that means?
Time for you not to be a nostalgia tard.
Dude, the word nostalgia tard doesn't exist anymore.
Hi, Buffy Amiyumi's coming back on today! Yay!
He's still being a nostalgia tard. 3 videos, including this one I'm doing now. He's not even doing anything that's modern that he likes.
So what? So what if he's not talking about anything modern? In fact, you shouldn't be commentating on this video. This video is like 3 years old.
And this one proves that he is a nostalgia tard.
I am not repeating myself.
Hold on, because we're gonna be in a very, very unforgiving ride.
Well, so am I, thanks to your trucky video, which I am tackling right now. This video makes me want to blow up every one of the Ben the Looney commentaries up. This one is so horrible because I truly hate Ben the Looney commentaries.
Or at least that's what we thought. However, Cartoon Network, being them dumb selves, isn't gonna air this show ever again. Ugh!
Don't be an obsessed fanboy. You're gonna be one of those who kill people.
Seeing as how I recently spent the New Year's weekend at my cousin's house, and I was forced to watch some of Cartoon Network's new programming, and I got to see a lot of what they've been doing.
Oh my god. if you don't really have to watch it, don't watch it. Like, are they really forcing you to watch it? Your cousins really want you to watch, like, I don't know, Adventure Time? Are you mad? You could just say no thanks. And then you can just do, I don't know, use your phone if you have one. I mean, my God. Is it really hard to say no thanks?
Actually, no, it's not hard to say no thanks. But, and here's something I want to say too. And also, thanks for bringing up everything that all the other commentators brought up. Thanks for bringing up the other things that all the commentators that did commentaries on this video brought up. Woo! That was sarcasm, by the way.
Recently, since I've ranted about them, I decided to do another rant on them, just to provoke my anger onto them. I'm gonna start with the fact that they still have Cartoon Network Real around.
Which is not there anymore.
Hey B, if you would just let him finish, you can shut your mouth.
I mean, sure, the block doesn't exist anymore, but they still have live-action shows on. Cartoon Network, when are you ever gonna realize we do not want live action on Cartoon Network?
Oh my God. Look, Cartoon Network is trying to do new things to try out new stuff. Why can't you let them have innovation?
So, he's going to be repeating himself the entire video. Every time he says innovation, innovation, I'll show this picture right here.
I know some of their shows sucks, but they're trying to entertain us. And what? You don't let them? Really? Like, he's trying to entertain you. Like, the network is trying to entertain you. But still, my God. You know, let's just continue. I have no words.
It just ruins the purpose, doesn't it? I mean, come on. What were some of the live-action shows they have on Cartoon Network? Well, so far, the only surviving shows from the Cartoon Network Real block are Dude, What Would Happen and Destroy, Build, Destroy. But they have added a lot more live-action shows to their stinking channel. One of them, that recently got cancelled, thank goodness, is Unnatural History.
Which sadly I can't comment on because I haven't even heard of that series yet.
Well, if you have no comment, then why did you just comment?
Think of Time Squad, except not animated and not funny. Then you got Unnatural History. Then there's Tower Prep.
Alright, dude. Oh my God. Tower Prep, I don't even know Tower Prep, so I can't make a comment on that either.
Refer to what my last statement, as I am not repeating myself.
So, sorry, I have no comment.
Tower Prep, which is basically a school of a bunch of mute kids that are different from everybody else. X-Men rep off anyone? But there's something about this show that really surprises me. It's created by Batman the Animated Series writer, Paul Dini. What? Paul Dini? How could you?
Try new things. I'm not defending Tower Prep, but still, he's trying to do new things.
How? It's a live-action show. Did you not know Cartoon Network would air it? Paul Dini, why? Why would you do this? And I'll say it before I say it again. Cartoon Network Real. Stupidest idea for a channel to do ever.
Innovation? Anybody?
But Cartoon Network doesn't even call themselves Cartoon Network anymore. They call themselves CN.
Really? Just... Really? Are you serious? Okay. Warning, there's gonna be a lot of yelling. But, dude, see? That really?
I heard you say that really 2 times.
Alright, just because they have CN on the logo doesn't mean they're permanently saying CN. And most of the promos is just Cartoon Network. They say that. In the bottom, it says Cartoon Network. Are you serious? Like, that little touch? Are you serious? How picky are you?
CN, are you serious? CN. What a load of crap. Way to hide your former selves, Cartoon Network. No, excuse me, CN. Also, while I was watching a lot of Cartoon Network, I recently discovered that they got this new boring blocky logo,
which has nothing to do with the rant, so I'm speeding it up.
And these new promos. And I gotta say, these promos are so ridiculously weird.
Let me say something very, very clear. We haven't seen that before.
Oh god, oh my god. He's a beast! Oh great, he's growing back. Never mind.
I mean, they're just so weird and random. It's like, you wouldn't even expect them to be promos for Cartoon Network.
Now, I didn't state this problem yet, but here's the thing. Back in the day, in the 90s, promos were adventurous and weird. That's part of the commercial, so you could buy it. That's the same thing with shows. Are you now seeing the real thing about a commercial? Are you serious? That's a commercial. That's just a commercial. Come on. It's just a commercial. It's not gonna harm you or whatever.
They're just so weird and random. Like, I remember one where it was like dinosaur dog, and it showed a dog with a dinosaur head. And another one was like a multiple choice question that they aired during Halloween. What would you do if you saw a ghost? Would you A, run, B, try to fight it, C, call the Ghostbusters, or D, give it its dirty laundry? And the answer was D, give it its dirty laundry. What the heck was that?
This is an example of a fanboy ruining their comedy.
We get it. He's a fanboy. We get it already. So please stop repeating yourself. It's getting very irritating.
Yep, he just ruined it.
What about? What is with these promos? Whatever happened to the old promos that had the...
Have I forgot to mention that he's a nostalgia tard in this moment?
Actually, you just did. Like 3 times in this video.
Stars of your cartoons interacting with all the other stars, and all the clever and hilarious promos that actually made sense. What happened to those? They're dead, I guess. CN doesn't care anymore. And what's the point of a promo? To make people want to watch a channel or...
Oh my god. Just why? Why?
Oh, with it.
Why you rant about promotions? I mean, they're supposed to promote the show for money. What? You're trying to bankrupt their job? Dude, that's how life is. We have to deal with bad movies, bad shows, and everything. And you're just complaining about the commercials? Are you serious? I know I hate commercials whenever they pop up, but I understand why they are needed. They need to get money. The green stuff. And you're trying to ruin that? Dude, you're never getting a job when you say that in front of them. I'm not gonna say it. Ow! What the heck, random? Hey, I did that. Okay, fine. I think Sammy Classic Fanboy is... Sammy Classic Sonic Fan is better than Ben the Looney. Okay, just because I'm saying he's better than Ben the Looney doesn't mean he's good or any way. He improved, but trust me, that is not compared. Like, at least with at least with Sammy Classic Sonic Fan, he at least doesn't care about little picky things. Well, maybe, but maybe not a lot. But trust me, I think so. But to be honest, at least with him, he's at least being really honest. But with Ben the Looney, he's trying to ruin everything. So is Sammy, but in a weird way that actually is funny but very annoying at the same time. Seriously, just because I say he's better than Ben the Looney doesn't make him even good.
Well, if you think Sammy Class is better than Ben Looney, then why have I seen a lot of Let's Watches on Sammy?
For show. But if the promos are like this, I don't want to be anywhere near a show that might be similar to this. So anyway, Cartoon Network's promos, blah.
I'm not even gonna say it. Here's the text. If I say it one more time, I'll blow up.
And I recently discovered that Cartoon Network are making new cartoons. New cartoons.
I hope it's not the shows I like.
That's what we need. And I recently read that Chowder and Flapjack got canceled.
Okay, Flapjack I could understand, but Chowder, they didn't cancel it. Well, they did cancel it, but they didn't end it. They're reruns every morning or every afternoon, or maybe even at nighttime or midnight. At least they're showing shows that people actually like me. I actually like Chowder a little.
Actually, they're not showing it on Cartoon Network anymore. They're instead showing that show on Boomerang. But Boomerang is going to rebrand in 2015, so they might not show it anymore, or maybe they will. Whatever, they won't.
Surprising to me, but it doesn't affect me none because I did not like those shows. But let's see how the new shows replace them. Ooh, what's this? Adventure Time?
Adventure Time? Adventure Time?
Don't scream like a little kid, all because of Ben Looney not liking a show that you like. That's just childish. And how old are you? 8? 10? 11? I don't know how old you are, but stop acting like a little kid.
No, not Adventure Time, please, anything but Adventure Time, no! I remember back when this show first came on in May of 2010, they were advertising it, and I remember seeing a promo with a little...
I think the shows he's going to talk about are really good shows that I really like, but he hates them. So I'm going to get the person who's like Ben the Looney, Cooleo, Gan, and Swagge.
And that's a character that really creeps me out. And every time he appears, I'm going to skip his segment because he is very creepy.
With a little kid running around with a green backpack on, and he was shouting, "What time is it? What time is it? What time is it?"
Act like you like the show.
Please stop forcing your opinion down his throat. Seriously, you're forcing your opinion way down his throat. And it's not good, because if you're forcing your opinion down his throat, then people are going to troll you.
Oh my gosh, it annoyed the heck out of me. He just kept shouting, "What time is it? What time is it?" And
Gannon, you're supposed to act like you like this show. Okay, here we go.
what time it is? Time to change the friggin' channel. And that's exactly what I did.
Why? I can't do it. I can't do it, Link. I can't do it. Okay, since Ganondorf doesn't really want to do the whole commentary, look like I have to do it myself.
Thank gosh. Because that guy creeped me out. Like, so much.
And that was a promo for the show. And I was thinking, if the promos for the show is bad, then I hate to see the actual show.
Which we all know that you're gonna hate this show.
So this show is about Finn and his dog Jake, and they go on adventures, and a lot of weird stuff happens to them.
Which resembles a cartoon.
Huh. I wonder where I heard that before. Oh wait, from almost everybody on the internet.
A lot of their friends are a cotton candy princess that sounds like a guy, a king
That sounded nothing like a guy.
made of ice, this goth girl, and a lot of other weird stuff. And I've seen bits and pieces of the show, and it's just so weird. And gosh, the animation is so horrible. I hate bug-eyed animation.
Did you not notice that every single weird cartoon has bug-eyed animation? Well, sometimes, but a little bit.
Actually, no. Adventure Time and, along with Bravest Warriors, are the only two cartoons that have bug-eyed animation.
It's just ugly. Man, usually I don't care about animation quality, but gosh, these guys can't draw to save their lives, man.
Take a look at me right here. Just take a look at me. Notice that this wasn't a first-time drawing. This is actually, like, you need to draw all the time and all the time to make this perfect picture. It took you days or even weeks to make just one frame of a picture. Well, Ben, what would happen if you made a drawing like this and someone like you comes up and say, "I don't like your drawing"? Like, they took all that effort, and you know what? They ruined your experience, and they got out of animation. How would you feel if that happened?
Gosh, Adventure Time! This show, I cannot describe how weird it was. I mean, what kind of people is this show aimed for? Whoa!
Let's speed it up!
Really? You're not going to try to bash that scene?
Oh, dude, a show about a kid and his dog going on adventures that includes a cotton candy princess that sounds like a dude and a goth girl? Dude! Awesome, dude! Wow. I'd like to see Cartoon Network is trying something different, but this isn't the kind of cartoons that I like and I'm used to, so it's definitely not for me. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, it's just doesn't feel like something Cartoon Network would make. And to be honest, it feels more like an Adult Swim show, but
That looks nothing like an Adult Swim show.
without the cussing and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, what's another cartoon Cartoon Network recently made? The Regular Show?
Why, Gandon? Why did you have to leave me? Because this is one of my favorite shows in Cartoon Network. And if people didn't know, he used to rant about Regular Show. And here's my reaction.
Again. Oh gosh.
Regular Show.
About a blue jay.
Why? Oh my god, I love this show! I love this show!
Drugs can't make you experience.
Again, screaming like a little kid, all because of an opinion, is really childish.
Regular Show? Really? That's the title of the show? Really? Regular Show? Wow. That doesn't sound very, attracting. Well, I might as well give it a chance.
Really, Ben? Just really? One episode? Really? Really? You can't say you don't like it if you haven't seen a few episodes.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm
Like, really? Really?
Oh my gosh! This show makes Adventure Time look like Shakespeare! Gosh! Okay, so it's about this raccoon and this blue jay, and they basically work at a park for this talking gumball machine, and one of their friends is this walking lollipop, and good gosh, what am I saying? I feel like I'm high! What the heck? Oh my gosh, are these the kind of shows Cartoon Network are making these days?
I'm skipping this, but there is one thing I gotta talk about.
What are they doing? Letting stoners into the studio to make cartoons? What is with all these drug-induced pieces of crap? I mean, come on. Anyway, regular show? It is regular. That's all I can say. It was boring. Basically, I saw the one where the blue jay and the raccoon play with the keyboard and stuff like that, and the keyboard has magic powers. I'm like, watching this, I'm like, what the heck am I watching? It's just, what the heck? I mean, I don't mind Cartoon Network experimenting, but these are the kinds of things they're experimenting with, then dang! That's crazy! No, seriously. I'm seriously starting to believe that these shows are just Adult Swim shows, but a little more toned down to kids and without the cussing. That's what I was thinking while I was watching the regular show. However, there was one quote from the Blue Jay that I heard that really made my jaw drop to the ground.
Which is...
Oh man, when he comes back, he's gonna be PO'd. What? Oh man, when he comes back, he's gonna be PO'd. Did that Blue Jay just say the P word? On a kid's show?
It's not really a bad word.
Aha! Aha! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Worst sarcasm laugh ever.
Are you freaking kidding me? Cartoon Network shows are now cussing? Are you kidding me? What? What? Ha! What?
Isn't most PG-rated movies say some bad words? Yeah.
You do not know how offended I was when I heard that. I mean, I appreciate the fact that it looks like the FCC is finally giving up, but come on! Cussed on a kid's show! That is not cool!
That's not even cussing.
Kids could repeat that! I would know! I used to repeat all the stuff that I saw when I was watching cartoons. What?
Oh my god. Alright, the reason why it's cussing because it's supposed to appeal for the whole family. And besides, it didn't cuss. Because if it did, it would be rated TV 14. But it sometimes does, but other times it does not. In fact, the newer episodes are more child-friendly, which I find these episodes okay and pretty cool and stuff. Like, regular shows gotta be one of my favorite Cartoon Network shows I've ever seen. And I just hate it when Ben the Looney bashes all of that.
Well, not all the stuff, but still! You gotta be kidding me! Looney Tunes gets banned for being too violent when it's not really that violent, but this show gets a cuss, and it's okay? It gets to stay on the air? Screw that crap! Screw that! That is ridiculous! I mean, I don't mind a little edge to kid shows, but that's not what I mean. That's crossing the boundary right there. And it's not like he only said it once. I heard him say it again in this. I heard him say it again in another episode. What is with that? Just heck with this regular show. Just heck with it. I'd rather watch a blue jay and a raccoon in real life have a tea party. So yeah, this is basically what Cartoon Network is. Live action crap that nobody's watching, new cartoons that feel like are being made by drug dealers, and B-list action shows and anime.
Why say it to them anyways? Like, if you haven't seen it, don't say it.
And bad dubbed anime. I mean, gosh, Cartoon Network is nothing like the Cartoon Network I remember.
Stole the TARDIS? Anybody?
Why, Cartoon Network? Why have you stooped this low? Why? However, I want to take some time to talk about some of Cartoon Network's former programming. Class of 3000.
I have nothing to say at this point, so let's just say it ended here.
Really sickens me. I need to see another picture of my cat to calm me down. Hey, ole, ole.
If you just look under the black cat, you'll see it says a bad word. Like, just look. Like, seriously? You don't like cussing, but why do you have that under your cat?
Ole, 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 ole. I love you, Dexter. Anyway, I'm Ben, and I'm signing out. If you excuse me, I'm gonna go put a block on Cartoon Network.
Thank God it's over. This is probably the worst rant I have ever had to go through. Like, even more than the kids shows or the Saturday morning cartoons. But guess what? It's not even the end yet. We still got more terrible videos to look at. We're not only going to look at terrible rants from the past, but also thoughts, salutes, and also reviews. We'll look at his reviews and see if there's anything wrong. Like, for example, I was planning to do a CGI commentary on his, but the newer version, not the old one. But sadly, I lost the footage and the pictures that I had to use for my commentary. So I will make another one, but with a different, like, I was meant to use Trevor, but sadly, I lost all the Trevor pictures, but I got at least one. I'll get more Trevor pictures in the future. Anyways, I'm gonna sign out, and you know what I'm gonna do? There's this person named, I believe, Eddie the Scammer, I believe. He made a terrible video called, Gurby Gorilla X rant, I believe. Probably the worst Gurby Gorilla X rant I've ever seen in my whole life. I'm signing out, and you know what? That's coming next. I need a break from Ben, from his terrible videos, and do some new territories. So, yeah, see you guys later.
I'm watching you. Have you burning with fire? Why don't you just retire? I'll have you burning with fire. You see these eyes looking at you.
Overall, out of all the Ben the Looney commentaries I have ever seen, this one is the worst one ever. Because he repeats his points over and over again. He brings up everything the other commentators brought up, and this commentary made me want to drive my head through a paper shredder. It was that horrible. And for some reason, this video gets mixed reception. I don't know how. I don't know if it does, but I heard that Cooleo Swagge put this on his top 5 videos that he made. Overall, this is the second worst video that Cooleo ever made, next to his commentary on Eddie Rant's Gurry Gurlo X. This video is that horrible.
Now, before I get into the video itself, I want to apologize in advance for my pretty long hiatus from making videos. School was taking a lot out of me. I wanted to officially make my quickie on D-Sponge Entertainment, but I wanted to get more people to check the script. And I was wanting to change the ending of the video, but I just didn't get around to it yet. And during my hiatus from making videos, before Valentine's Day, I broke my leg when getting out of a truck. Long story short, I accidentally missed the bus that day, so my school sent someone to pick me up and drive me to where I would go to my normal program that I go to on that bus. When I got out of that truck, I slipped on ice, fell, and broke my leg. Although, during my hiatus, I made and finished a bunch of scripts for reviews that you'll be seeing soon. I just didn't get those scripts checked yet, and I'm doing a large amount of editing to a script for a review on Thundercats Roar, and I'm not done yet, as well as other scripts. So, in the meantime, I'm going to be doing this video, since the material that I have is completely easy to cover, whereas the other things I'm going to be talking about are more complex in the grand scheme of things. I'm planned everything ahead in advance where I have 3 other scripts ready to go that weren't checked yet, while 3 others are still in the works. So if I didn't get done with those scripts right away, I'll release one of my network reviews, which one of them is on Nightmare Ned. Other than that, with everything out of the way, let's go. Well, it's been a while since I used this avatar. The last time that he used this was in my anniversary Q&A, and the real previous time that he used Gary was in my commentary on Goku Ketchum. So, Mr. Enter, he needs no introduction. He's one of the most famous figures in the cartoon community that is currently infamous to this very day. Long story short, from December 2019 to February 2020, Mr. Enter did a series of videos called Nickorama, where he took a look at every single official Nicktoon. I might as well give my thoughts on the videos for the most part. I really had a blast with every single one of these videos for the most part, and it was actually fun to make the guesses on what Enter's rankings for each Nicktoon would be. Sure, while he did give opinions that I don't agree with in terms of shows he didn't like and shows that he found neutral opinions towards, I do respect his opinion, and I don't mind him not liking a show I like or don't like, as long as he's not misinformed and he explains things as hard as he can. There are definitely videos in Mr. Enter's Nickorama videos that I do not like. One of them that I was originally going to cover was his Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles review for the one line, "The animation is really bad because of stilted movements and them looping frames of animation alone," which is the reason why I think that it's the worst of the Nickorama videos. However, there's nothing else for me to talk about in that video other than that alone. So for today, instead, I'm going with what I think is Mr. Enter's second worst video in his Nickorama series, on his review on the Monsters vs. Aliens TV show. Now, I'm not making a commentary on this video because I love the series and franchise to death, and I can't stand hearing other people's opinions on it. That's far from the truth. For the film, I just think that it's okay, while the show I don't like because of how forgettable I think it is. No, I'm doing a commentary on this video because of how misinformed and poorly explained it is. Why is it misinformed exactly? Well, keep in mind that throughout the entire video, Mr. Enter is going to go on and say that he didn't watch the movie, yet it's going to bite him in the butt majorly in one part of the video. And what do I mean when I said that Mr. Enter poorly explains himself in the video? Well, let's find out.
Meow. While I still haven't seen the movie, I did look up what it's about, and the general reactions to it. For example, I know that the movie was criticized for very bad animation. Monsters vs. Aliens was criticized for having very uncanny expressions and looking horrendous. As Joe Apocalypse put it, all of the characters look like Mad Max characters. The show manages to carry over this tradition in a frightening new way. I just want you to see some of these clips. Look at how bad this is. This is the worst looking show of the entire lineup. There is no worse looking Nicktoon than this. This is the poorest quality animation out of all of them. 2D, 3D, I don't care. Jimmy Neutron looks better than this does, and that was made in 2002. I was gonna say that this show looks like a very early PlayStation 2 game, but no, I want to show you something. This is some animation from the video game 40 Wings. It's on the PlayStation 1. It was made in 1999, and it looks better than this show. I'm being dead set honest when I say that 90s CGI cartoons look better than this. I bet even Reboot looks better than whatever the heck this is. What happened? Was it a lack of budget? I mean, after Penguins and Kung Fu Panda, I would assume that they'd be given some extra money to play with. Susan looks like a Barbie doll. Like those old uncanny as Bratz cartoons, they look better than this. It's just so plastic and ugly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys in advance that the majority of this video is him talking about the animation and how it looks worse than any other Nicktoon, and that it looks worse than a PS1 game and Reboot. Enter, you do realize that there's more to a show than just its animation, right? I have no problem with you going over the animation and explaining what's wrong with it. That's what a lot of other reviewers do when they're talking about a TV show or movie. However, here's my problem with what Mr. Enter does it in this video. He's incredibly vague about it. Sure, in part of the video that I showed, he says that the reason why he doesn't like this show's animation is because of it being all plastic and ugly. However, what exactly makes this show look worse than that PS1 game that you showed footage of? What makes this show look worse than Reboot, Jimmy Neutron, and those CGI Bratz cartoons? I can see why you don't like this show's animation, considering how choppy the movements are, and that one piece of animation that you showed where Susan grows and holds the president and that alien in her hand looked very unfinished. However, I shouldn't have to explain what Mr. Enter didn't. It should be his own job to explain these things, and so that we can get a good idea on why he thinks this way about the show's animation. And trust me when I say this right now, for the majority of this video, all Mr. Enter spends most of his time on, in terms of his problems with this show, is its animation. Including 3 parts that I'm not showing in this video, where he says that the show is a book that is completely acceptable to judge by its cover, how it's ugly as sin, and that an episode of The Simpsons from 1995 looks better than this. And when he does go on to talk about the other things, they're not better by much, except for him mentioning that Nickelodeon's creators progressively get worse show after show, which I don't have anything to argue about because I see nothing wrong with that statement. But the other things that he talks about, well, remember when I said earlier that Mr. Enter, because he didn't watch the movie, that something was going to bite him in the butt really hard? Well, brace yourselves, people.
Although the characters are flanderized, everyone has got one character trait. And sometimes it's from the movie, sometimes it pretends the movie doesn't exist. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Susan want to not be a giant and wanted to live a normal life? In this one, she's absolutely super happy to be a giant. It's part of her identity and she gets sad when it's in jeopardy. I'm just very, very confused. It's like they made a Shrek cartoon, but it was about Shrek destroying villages and eating people.
Hey guys, do you remember when Mr. Enter said multiple times in this video that he didn't watch the movie, including in the parts that I skipped? Well, in this clip right here, that came right back to bite him in the butt. Mr. Enter, how do you know that the show flanderized its characters when you yourself said in the same video that you haven't seen the film? You said yourself that you only read the Wikipedia article, which only gives you a plot synopsis. I'm not saying that you had to watch the movie, however, Enter, you do realize the reason why Susan is fine with being a giant in the show, right? If you did watch the film, and especially its ending, you would have realized the reason why Susan is okay with being a giant. Because near the end of the movie, Susan feels as if she finally accomplished something by defeating that robot, and she realized that Derek was selfish. I don't entirely blame Enter for being confused because he doesn't know about that plot point in the movie, but saying that the characters are flanderized is a pretty bold claim coming from someone who didn't see the movie. After that, I didn't have anything else to say. Mr. Enter goes on to say that he's not going to watch the movie and just read the article when that bit you pretty hard, so that's a terrible idea. He goes off topic to say that the film used celebrities like Hugh Laurie. He says that Hugh should stop using the English accent. He recommends to avoid the show, how it has nothing of value, and says everything that I said that he would talk about in the ending. So, with that out of the way, it's time for me to go into final thoughts. Mr. Enter, if there's any word of advice that I would give you to do next time, it would be to watch the movie before watching the show when you're reviewing a cartoon show based on a movie that you haven't seen, because holy cow, this was a disaster. Listen, I'm not going to go ahead and say that the Monsters vs. Aliens TV show was good either, because of how boring and forgettable I thought it was, but I can easily go on and on and on about every single issue that I had with your video. When you didn't spend the entire video complaining that the show's animation is terrible and that earlier CGI cartoons shows looked better than this, you go on to be vague about how the movie and show's humor is bad, and you took the show's president way too seriously, as well as going off topic to say that you would have other problems with the movie if you would see it, and when you did go and have a point that did go into detail, it really does show how misinformed you are. I understand that a cartoon show should stand on its own separate from the movie, and you don't need to watch the film in order to watch the show, but if you're going to make statements like, this show flanderized its characters, yeah, then watching the film is probably a better option. I know that this video was shorter than the others, but I just wanted to give out my quick thoughts in order to discuss upon all the issues that this video had. As I said, upcoming videos of mine are a lot more complex, and this one was a more easy one to do. Anyways, this is Sean S. signing out.
Hey guys, Sean Sampson here, and I'm back with you with another commentary. Today I'm going to do a commentary on this guy that did a commentary on Dark Sonic 297. Yes, I hate Dark Sonic 297, so does Brony Gamer 605, who used to be Recolor Z, or Future Blood. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, I can see exactly why this video gets a lot of dislikes, because, well, it was just so, like, he just jumps on the bandwagon because other people are doing commentaries on him. Yes, I did a commentary on Joseph Ingman's commentary on the top 10 reasons why I hate / think Super Mario 3 is the most overrated game of all time. But I jumped on the bandwagon because of that video. That was one of my most hated commentaries from Joseph. Anyways, this video, speaking of that video, let's get started.
What's going on, you guys? This is Monster Drink Fan 605, and today it's time for another commentary. Now, I did say I was going to take a break for commentaries for a while, but I have found some really good material I found on the internet, and I don't know what his name is, but I found it on one of Junior Fan's videos, and I think maybe he mirrored one of these videos. So anyways, I'm going to...
Seriously? You need to start using a script because the ums are attacking you. You need to use a script. I don't use a script, but I watch the video to make points while I do a commentary on it. That sounds like a better idea than just saying
Look to see what his name is. Okay, the description does say...
I'm going to be skipping the description reading because this goes on for way too long and wastes other people's time. Seriously. Seriously, dude. You're wasting other people's time by naming off the description. And it goes on for... And it goes on and on and on.
Okay, so... I guess his name is Feckman's94, I think, because it did say that he made a piss poor plea about some. So I'm thinking about doing a commentary on his response to Junior Fan Returns and Blackbuster Critic or some. So since I never made a video in a while, I'm just going to do a rant commentary on Feckmans94. I guess that's what his name is. So, let's get started.
No, dude. You're doing a commentary on Dark Sonic 297. You're naming off another user. Did you even pay attention to the description? You didn't. Because, seriously, dude. And also, people done commentaries on this guy before, like Dark Sonic, like Junior Fan Returns and Brony Gamer 605. Yeah. My gosh. We're already a few minutes into the video and already I'm bored. Seriously, I can barely hear you. And this part gives off a striking resemblance to Joseph England's commentary on the top 10 reasons why I hate / think Super Mario 3 is the most overrated game of all time. Yeah, this bears a striking resemblance to that video.
This isn't a video for the YouTube community. This is a video for the YouTube staff. Now,
Okay, what did YouTube do this time? Change something? Give me your word, buddy.
I can barely make a point as of this part because I can barely hear you because of your monotone voice. Well, this video is not as bad as Joseph England's commentary on the top 10 reasons why I hate / think Super Mario 3 is the most overrated game of all time. I still don't think this video is good at all because it's so boring and he just jumps on the bandwagon because other people are doing commentaries on Dark Sonic 297. Yeah. That's why this video gets mostly likes. I mean dislikes. That's why people get. This is why so many people dislike this video. I think this video is that boring.
listen guys. I'm 13 years old. I'm going into 8th grade. And when I go into 9th grade, I'm going to be a freshman in high school. I'm going to be going into 9th grade. When I'm in high school, I work on the weekends.
Okay, can I ask you something? Why are you giving out your school grade and your age and your personal, information? Like, you don't need to give out, information that what grade you're in. You don't need to give out information of what, Well, let's just continue.
In my opinion, Future Blood / Brony Gamer 605 made a better point in his commentary on this guy because nobody wants to hear about his life. And at least he skipped that part. And also, here's the thing. He's not in any danger of giving out a school grade, age, or anything else. Seriously. Are you that dumb? Seriously. I think you're... Let's continue. Seriously, dude. As long as he doesn't give out his phone number or his computer number to get into his computer, or or telling you, or telling everyone what his computer password is. So yeah, as long as he doesn't give out those things, then he's not in any danger. Seriously, you worry too much. You worry too much.
YouTube is something that I do for enjoyment of myself out of my free time to both give service to the to give both.
Okay, seriously dude, script or don't make a video.
And yet, in the same video, you sound like you don't have a script at all. Yeah, that's hypocritical much. Do you know why I'm bringing this up? Because you get on Dark Sonic for sounding like he doesn't have a script, and yet in the same video, you sound like you don't have one. That makes you come off as hypocritical.
Your choice.
Both two sides to the YouTube community. For the gaming community, and also upload content to your website to where you can enjoy the video environment. But I do not want to waste my time. Okay, I do not want to waste my time.
Get to the point.
Uploading videos to your website while you let users like Junior Fan Returns and Blackbuster Critic go out and cyberbully and harass other YouTubers when they aren't doing anything at all. I had comment proof.
Wait, this is about cyberbullying again? Excuse me for a second. Great, I'm applauding right now. Let's continue.
What? Seriously. I couldn't hear you. And that whole point about, is this about cyberbullying again? Just bring up a better point, or better yet, don't bring up a point at all. If you have nothing important to say.
I had video proof from Junior Fan Returns and T4 TV for attacking Ben the Looney and harassing Ben the Looney. I watched the whole commentary from Junior Fan Returns and T4 TV's commentary on Ben the Looney. Let me tell you something.
Actually, can I tell you some? Okay, so since you're saying that someone is cyberbullying a person besides you, okay, I'm just gonna say something right here. Why are you defending someone that is being cyberbullied when yet has nothing to do with you? It's because if someone else is out there getting cyberbullied, then it's nothing that concerns you. Okay, it's none of your business of what's going on between Ben the Looney, Junior Fan, and Blackbuster Critic. You don't need to go into people's business and just, call them out for cyberbullying and harassment. But let me ask you a question. Are they cyberbullying you? Because I don't think they're cyberbullying you, since, okay, if they're not cyberbullying you, then there's nothing you don't need to worry about. The only thing you need to worry about, bud, is yourself.
Hey, I'm your audience, and I'm here to tell you to please stop interrupting. Thank you.
I was very aggravated
when I saw that video. I was really aggravated at what they did. Because the fact that they said curse words at Ben the Looney, the fact that they cyberbullied her, Ben the Looney, they...
Okay, dude, write a script. And also, plus, what's wrong with cursing, okay? Anybody can curse whenever they want to. Even if I can curse whenever I drop things, or someone's bugging me, or whatever. It's a free world, okay? Anybody can swear whenever they want. Okay, it's a free world.
Okay, I will agree that you can do whatever you want on the internet, but about him using a script, again, that makes you come off as hypocritical, since at the beginning of the video it sounded like you didn't have a script. Gosh.
They did all kinds of nasty things to him. Why? Why would you do that to Ben? Why? And I flagged that video for inappropriate. I flagged it.
So you flagged something that wasn't about you when it's about someone else. So you decided that you want to go on a flagging spree by flagging someone else's video for bullying someone when it has nothing to do with that concerns you. I'm sorry, kid, but that just, that's very ashamed of you. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Wait a second. I thought at the beginning of the video, earlier, you said that anybody can do whatever they want on the internet. Yeah, that makes you come off as hypocritical as well. Since you said that anyone can do whatever they want on the internet. Oh my gosh. If you would go back to watch your own commentary, then you can edit that out. Gosh.
But it hasn't been removed. I flagged all the videos, but they were not removed. Well, YouTube removed those videos.
Okay, dude, if you tell YouTube to remove the videos after whenever your first failed attempt to flag the videos, they're still not gonna, remove it. Whether you like it or not, they're not gonna remove a video that's nothing about you. So quit worrying about someone else and worry about yourself. Got it?
First, those videos from Junior Fan Returns and T4 TV, because I did not like them. They had cyberbullying and harassment in them. They said curse words, they said the F word, I don't know how many times, and it was just inappropriate. So YouTube, please do something about this.
Can I say something for a second? Okay. Fuck you, asswipe, cunt sucker. Okay, I don't think cunt sucker made any sense, but shit, asswipe, dick licker.
I find it very hypocritical since you talk slow, and yet you get on Dark Sonic for talking too slow, and yet you're talking too slow right now.
Why aren't you removing the video? Why? Okay. Why aren't you doing this? Why are you not doing something about this, about Junior Fan Returns and T4 TV? Remove the video. That's like cyberbullying. So get rid of it. I don't understand.
I said this before, YouTube is not going to do a thing about it. If you're asking someone to remove a video, they're not going to do anything about it. They're just going to sit there and laugh at you.
Okay. I want Junior Fan Returns and T4 TV. I want both of those users suspended. I want both of them suspended from YouTube. I want both of them suspended. Just because I subscribe to your channel doesn't mean that you don't do bad stuff. You do make some good videos. I do enjoy your videos.
Oh, the irony. You know what you just did? You said that you want those two junior fan blockbuster critics suspended just because they're cyberbullying someone, but then yet you actually like their videos. Oh my god. Can I go smack myself right now? That was just dumb. That was just dumb what you just said. Let's just continue.
But you do some bad things that I don't like. I want both of you. YouTube, please. I want Junior Fan Returns and T4TV. I want them suspended from YouTube. You hear me?
Okay, can you please stop tapping your pen against your camera lens? Because that could ruin your camera lens, okay? I mean, what if there was a crack in your lens and you can't record videos anymore? I would laugh if your, pen breaks your camera, dude. And you're just gonna have to do audio for the rest of your life.
I want them suspended. Please. Or, if you don't do this, if you don't do anything about this, I'm gonna...
Okay, can I tell you something? Please stop tapping your pen against your webcam or your iPhone, whatever. Is because that can ruin your iPhone or whatever, your camera. Please stop tapping your pen to your camera.
I am acting.
Keep putting this pen right into this camera. Say.
And then you would break your camera.
Okay, please stop repeating yourself. Please. I am sick and tired of hearing you say, stop putting your pen into your camera. You say that a lot in this video. Seriously, please.
Say, this is what you deserve, YouTube. So get rid of their videos. Unless you want this pen at the camera.
Okay, is that supposed to be a threat? If it is, I'm so amused.
Anyway. Just suspend their account, okay? Okay. Just do something about it, okay? Delete the mean comments, delete the comments, and...
Delete. Please do this. Achoo! Sorry, I sneezed.
Editing? What's that?
And suspend both them. Because they aren't being very nice. Okay? So YouTube, please do something about this. When you have cyberbullying and harassment in your YouTube guidelines, and you don't do anything about that. Okay? And you're telling me that Junior Fan Returns and T4TV, you're telling me that they are not going up the YouTube guidelines. Your website makes me sick. Okay? Stop it. Your website makes me sick. Why you don't do things. Why you don't do anything about this. And you even have a form that allows you to report YouTubers for doing things like this. Okay? Just stop, okay? Do something about this, okay?
We already heard you the first time, you don't need to keep on repeating yourself, XD.
And that makes you hypocritical since you repeated yourself by saying, stop pointing your pen to your camera like 3 times in this video. Seriously, dude. That makes you come off as a hypocrite. 3 times or 4 times. Yeah, this video is boring and makes you look like a hypocrite like more than once.
Upload this video to your channel. Let's spread the word that YouTube is not doing anything when they say they're protecting the website and saying that they're not doing anything about this. Okay? Just do something about this.
Stop repeating yourself. We already heard you the first time.
Again, this makes you hypocritical since earlier in the video you said more than once, like 3 times, to Dark Sonic 297 to stop pointing your pen into your camera, like 3 times. You know, this makes you a hypocrite like 5 times. Wow. You're blowing the hypocrite thing. You're blowing the hypocrite alarm.
You don't need to keep on saying, please stop doing this. Please. Make them stop doing this. Please, 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 please. Okay, is there a reason why you keep on repeating yourself? Are you like autistic or something? Is that why you keep on tapping your pen against your webcam or your iPhone or whatever and keep on repeating yourself? Because, I mean, good thing I'm mildly autistic.
Okay. After this point, I am not repeating myself. This makes you hypocritical since at the beginning of the video, you said, earlier in the video, you said this. Stop pointing your pen in your camera. That's what you did like 3 times. It's just a thing.
Junior Fan returns and T4 TV. I hope you're listening to this video. I hope you're listening to this video. I want you to listen to this video. And if you don't get suspended, just, I hope you're watching this, okay? I hope you both users, I hope Junior Fan Returns and T4 TV, I hope both of you users are watching this video. So please do something about this. No, you don't want to do anything. I want YouTube to do something. Sorry about that. But anyway, please be nicer, okay? I'm not saying that it's not, I understand that you guys are cussing. I'm okay with that. They're just words. I get that, okay? But
wait a minute. You at the beginning of the video you said you don't like how they cuss. But here right now you're saying that you don't mind their cussing. I'm sorry, but that was just ironic what you just said. Your logic got terrible at the first time, but at the very end you just turned erotic at the end. You just turned ironic at the end.
But stop cyberbullying, stop harassing, and stop doing this to YouTube users. Just stop it. You hear me? Just stop it. I'm tired of people like you, trolls out there, that thinks it's funny just to go ahead and cyberbully and harass. You think...
Can I tell you something, buddy?
You're not the boss of me!
Think that's funny, don't you? Well, it's not. So please listen to me. Okay? Upload this video to your channel. Spread the word that YouTube is not doing anything when they say they're protecting the website and doing anything.
Hey, maybe their flagging system is, getting better since, okay, probably YouTube doesn't let people flag, pointless, probably YouTube doesn't let people flag videos they're pointless. Alright? Maybe they only flag things that actually have actual meaning of flagging. Okay, if it has sexual content or copyright or whatever, and if it doesn't show any bullying and yet people consider it bullying and they bully it anyway, well, they flag it anyway since it's not bullying, but they consider bullying anyway. Maybe YouTube finally figured out that maybe it didn't show any bullying or whatever, and probably someone just decided they want to flag it down just because it shows harassment or bullying. So maybe YouTube is, you know, getting better this time. Maybe they understand the whole flagging system now. Or unless if I was wrong, or I don't know. Let's just continue.
Not coming back. I'm not making any more videos on this channel until you get this straightened out.
Okay, so, my final thoughts, kid, you can't be just going out there telling someone to flag a video down when it has nothing to do with you. And what else you did, kid? Okay, you said you didn't mind no swearing, but then yeah, at the very end you don't. Well, okay, at the end you said you don't mind no swearing. At the beginning, your logic was just terrible. You don't like when people cuss or swear. I mean, it's a free world. Anybody can do that. Okay, if anybody made a mistake or whatever, they can actually say the bad word whenever they want to. You don't have to tell anybody what to do, but then yet, at the very end, you said you don't mind your swearing. And what's weird, you keep on tapping your pen to your camera, which could ruin your camera, by the way, and I'm gonna laugh if you do break your camera, cause... Okay, kid, mind your own business. It's none of your business to what's happening between Blackbuster Critic, or Junior Fan Returns, or Ben the Looney. Okay, what's happening, all three of them, they're just having a disagreement, and there's nothing that has to do with you, okay? If you enjoy Ben the Looney's videos, then our opinion, we don't care about Ben the Looney, okay? I'm not a big fan of Ben the Looney or whatever. But dude, you don't need to be telling people what to do, such as flagging people's videos down. Okay, that's just dumb. That's all I'm saying. Well, anyways, that's my commentary, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it sucked, but I'm sorry if I stuttered too much, or I kind of stuttered a bit in the commentary. That's why I had to redo this. I did make this commentary before, but I messed up, so I started over again. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. So hope you guys have a great Halloween. And I'll have this video edited as soon, and when I get into the editing process, after I'm done with the, voice recording progress. So, anyway, see you guys later.
Okay, and that was the end of the video, folks. Overall, I did not like this video because he was repeating himself, he was being a hypocrite more than once, and finally, this video is so boring. A lot more boring than Joseph Ingman's second commentary. Yeah, I went there. Although, this video isn't as bad as that video, this video is more boring than that video. So if you have any requests for future commentaries, go on to my discussion box on my channel. This is Sean Sampson, and I'm signing out. And I'm going to go look for more commentary material. Anyways, Sean Sampson out.